Okay. What's up, guys? Damo203 here. Um, so, um, I think, the last video I said that, um, that I'm gonna read quotes. Let me focus here. You guys can see, right? Like, um, so, the last video, I think I was talking about reading some quotes and other stuff, but, and I made a video earlier that I was about to read anime manga, MANGA, if you know what I'm talking about, and I cannot read books. Like, I can read like few of them, but I cannot. Well, I can read them, but some of them like cannot work. Like Tokyo Ghoul, I cannot read that. Fairy Tail, I cannot read. Because I was about to like pick a book and then read out loud to you guys, but like, I was like, no, that's another time, and I'll figure it out and other stuff. And plus, I do have new curtains. Those are blackouts shades that blocks out the sun, and then like so my bedroom will keep cool and yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read quotes. Um, doesn't matter. I can read quote of the day, from authors, topics. I don't know what pictures, but I do not want to look at pictures. So I'm gonna read some of the quote of the day, and I'm gonna pick some authors and read read their quotes. Um, so and remember, I'm gonna like this video is for tomorrow. Like, what date is it? Today's the 29th. I mean 28th. Oh my god. So this video is for tomorrow for the 29th. Just in case if I forget how to make a video for tomorrow. So this video is for tomorrow. I did make a video last time for that day. So like remember I make a video on Tuesday, and then like 5 or 10 minutes later I make another video on the same day for Wednesday because I have church night on that day. So yeah, once again I'm gonna read some quote of the day, um and then I'm gonna pick some authors and I'm gonna read their quotes, like maybe 3 or maybe 4 quotes. You know what I mean? So the one for tomorrow is this: one cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not denied well, from Virginia Woolf. WOOLF. So so yeah, like for me, I love quotes of the day, and I love quotes from other authors, and like Martin Luther King and other ones. And then another one says, "You are remembered for the rules you break." Douglas MacArthur. It's important for us to latch into the people that we love, from Connie Stevens. Um, so I don't know who Connie Stevens is, but I think he got a good quote for that, for love, like a love. Oh, it's a love quote. Okay, I didn't know. Um, here's an art quote. It says, "Don't paint things. I can't. I don't paint things. I only paint the difference between things." From Henry Matisse. HENOINMATISSE. Um, this is for the 29th. Okay. There are no lions in nature, only areas of couleur. COLOUR. One against another. From Edelwood Manet. I don't know how to spell his. I don't know how to say his first name, but if you know what I'm talking about, it's Edelwood Manet. Look up Manet. MANET and Polly shows up. I'm gonna spell his first name EDOUARD. So, a funny quote. Here's a funny quote from E.B. White. "Everything in life is somewhere else, and you get there in the car." Okay. I'm gonna read two more, and this is March 28th, so this is today. And tomorrow, one more thing before I read today's quotes. That will be two more. No, I only read that. Yeah, I'm gonna read those two. And tomorrow's birthdays are Pearl Bailey, Ely McFerguson, Amy Sendarius, John Major, and Jennifer Capetti. I know. Okay. Anything simple always interests me. I just read that. Did I read that last time? I think so. No, we're gonna pick two more. Actually. We are learning too that the love of beauty is one of the nature's greatest healers. From Ellsworth Huntington. And the funny quote of the day is, "Every time I see an adult on a bicycle, there you go, bicycle, I no longer despair for the future of the human race." H.G. Wells. And today's birthdays are Lady Gaga's birthday today. Wow. Saint Teresa of Avila, Lady Gaga, Reba McIntyre, Steve Ballmer, and I don't know how to say his name. Zbigniew Brzezinski. I don't know how to say his name. It's awkward. I didn't know that Lady Gaga's birthday is today. Wow. I didn't know that. So, and I'm gonna read some authors. I'm gonna read some authors. I'm gonna read their quotes. I'm gonna pick John Quincy Adams. So, let's see. Oh, he made quite a few. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, wait, those together. Okay, so 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. So 9 he made. It says, "If your actions Inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. You are a leader. Is that really Napoleon? I think that's Napoleon. It's Napoleon. Like, it's Napoleon, but I say Napoleon. I, I say different, okay? All men profess honesty as long as they can. To believe all men honest would be folly. To believe none so is something worse. John Quincy Adams. Um, Courage and perseverance have a magical talisman before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish into air. John Quincy Adams. Always vote for principles, though through you may vote alone, and you may cherish the sweetest reflection that your vote is never lost. You see, I'm only 17, and I'm gonna be 18 next year, and probably, I'll probably not vote. Like, you can vote or not, so I'm not gonna vote, be honest. Like, like, I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump, I'm not a big fan of Ben Cruz, I'm not a big fan of anybody except Obama. I'm sorry, people. I'm a fan to Obama. Okay. I wish he can stay here 4 more years, but he can't. Um, what year did he start being president? It's like 2000 something. That's like 8 years ago. Like like 4 years plus 4 years equals 8 years. So 8 years ago. Tell me what year that'll be when Obama first be president. Tell me that in the comments below. It's like 2000 something. That's 8 years ago, and now since it's 2016, so that's like 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago. I'm gonna read one more from John Quincy Adams, and I'm gonna pick someone else. The highest glory of the American Revolution was this. This connected in one indissoluble bond the principles of civil government with the principles of Christianity. John Quincy Adams. And I cannot say that word. Indissoluble. Indissoluble bond. I love John F. Kennedy. He was like one of my favorite presidents of the United States. I'm gonna read some of his. I'm probably gonna read a lot of his since I'm a big fan of John F. Kennedy and Obama. My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. That's a good speech there, John. You know, if I have a time travel machine like a TARDIS from Doctor Who, I can travel back in time and give you a big hug. And I will save you that day. The day when you're gonna die, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna say, hey, you're not gonna die in like 1940 something, and you better not go to Dallas. You better not go to Dallas, John. Not go to Dallas. Go somewhere else than Dallas. I think he died in like 1946, 1936, and 1946. Something around there. Around there. Um, if we cannot now, and I mean, if we cannot now end our differences, at least we can help make the world safe for diversity. Diversity. For me, I am having trouble to say words, okay? When power leads man toward arrogance, poetry reminds him of his limitations. When power narrows the area of man's concern, poetry reminds him of the richness and the diversity I should say it earlier. Diversity of when power corrupts, poetry cleanses. For me, I cannot I'm like I'm like in a tired mode right now. Don't judge with my tiredness. You are probably tired too. If you're tired, give me a high five. I'm gonna count to 3, okay? If you're tired, just give me a high five through the computer and all that. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. All free men, wherever they may live, are citizens of Berlin, and therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words Ich bin ein Berliner. Ich bin ein Berliner. That's like German. A nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that is afraid of its people. Good quote, John. The world knows that America will never start a war. This generation of Americans has had enough of war and hate. We want to build a world of peace where the weak is secure and the strong are just. Good one. Good one. This is why I love John F. Kennedy so much. I look forward to a great future for America. A future in which our country will match its military strength without more restraint, its wealth without wisdom, its power without purpose. John F. Kennedy. And the one I said the world knows that America would never start a war this generation is John F. Kennedy. The other one I just said. When Powley's man shows arrogance, poetry reminds him of his limits. John F. Kennedy. The All Free Men is John F. Kennedy. I know this. Okay. Let's pick Abraham Lincoln. Now, Abraham Lincoln is like my 5th favorite president. John F. Kennedy is my 1st. Obama is my 2nd. My 3rd is I don't know who's my 3rd. I would say George Washington. And my 4th one is Uh, Franklin D. Roosevelt is my fourth one, and then I just say his name already. My fifth president. I forgot his name already. Oh my, Abraham Lincoln. No, Abraham Lincoln is my third one. And yeah. Um, I'm not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I'm not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. Abraham Lincoln of the United States. I feel bad about him. Some of them were like just sad for some of them. I wonder what his last speech is before he died. I wonder what it is. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell. It is simply purgatory. I don't know if that's true or not, but any people, plus that's Abraham Lincoln, by the way, any people anywhere being inclined and having the power have the right to rise up and shake off the existing government and form a new one that suits them better. This is the most valuable and most scarce right, a right which we hope and believe is to liberate the world. Abraham Lincoln of the United States of America. My father removed from Kentucky to India. In my 8th year, it was a wild region with many bears and other wild animals staying in the woods. There I grew up. Of course, when I came of age, I did not know much. Still somehow I could read, write, and cipher. But that was all. Abraham Lincoln. Good one, Abe. Good one. Some of them, they have like really long quotes. Like this one, you may think it was a very little thing, and in these days it seems to be like a trifle, but it was the most important instant in my life. I could scarcely credit that the poor boy had earned $1 in less than a day. That by honest work, I had earned $1. I was a more hopeful and thoughtful boy from that time. Abraham Lincoln. And this one is, I know that the Lord is always on the side of the right, but it is my constant anxiety and prayer that I and this nation may be on the Lord's side. I'm gonna read one more. That's from Abraham Lincoln. I'm gonna read one more from Abraham Lincoln, and I'm gonna read probably one more author. The shepherd drives the wolf from the sheep, for which the sheep thanks the shepherd. as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act. As a destroyer of liberty, plainly the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of liberty. Abraham Lincoln. Wait, what? Oh, that's Dwight Eisenhower. Eisenhower. Yippee. Sorry, I think my so sorry. I think my entire disease is coming to you. Where's Martin Luther? Yeah, there he is. God writes the gospel not in the Bible alone, but also on trees, and in the flowers, and the clouds and stars. Martin Luther King Jr. Beautiful music is the art of the prophets that can calm the agitations of the soul. It is one of the most magnificent and delightful presents God has given us. Martin Luther. I'm afraid that the schools will prove the very gates of hell unless they diligently labor in explaining the Holy Scriptures and engraving them in the heart of the youth. Amen, brother. Martin Luther. Hey, how this Martin Luther King Jr. Am I reading him? Oh, I was reading a different Martin Luther, but I read some of his. And here's Martin Luther King Jr. I promise you, this is his last. I'm gonna read some of his. Violence as a way of achieving racial justice is both impractical and immoral. I'm not unmindful of the fact that violence often brings about momentary results. Nations have frequently won their independence in battle, but in spite of temporary victories, violence never brings permanent peace. I have a dream that one day, on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit together at the table of brotherhood. It may be true that the law cannot make a man love me, but it can keep him from lynching me, and I think that's pretty important. Amen. One last one. The past is prophetic, and that inserts loudly that words among chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. Martin Luther King Jr. And that was it for the quotes. And if you guys want me to do more quotes, I can. I love to do more quotes, and like let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to do more quotes, like quote of the day, authors, and yeah, like just let me know, and please favorite, share, subscribe, comment, and like. And I'm gonna see you guys later. And remember, this is a video for tomorrow, and you can watch it now if you want to. So, bye bye.